How we doing, folks? Good morning. What? Steve is offline. It must be bugged, right? All right, take two, the Electric Boogaloo. Penguivier, thank you for the 15 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. It's probably just because I sat. Probably just because I was sitting at the login screen for so long. Let's get our like the stream poll up on the YouTube side. Well, they sent us a prize! Oh, right. They sent everybody a globe because of what's that called? Because they had 2 billion downloads, I think it was. I don't know a lot about the person Pirate Software. They're a massive content creator. My only exposure to them is that they hold one of the records for the biggest hype trains on Twitch.tv. And for those not familiar, hype trains are a pretty deeply predatory Twitch system to encourage people to spend money they probably don't have to spend. So I don't really know much about them as a person, but if there's someone that holds the record for scam trains, they're probably not my kind of person, I would wager. You'll note that I don't have those enabled on my channel. For a reason. They're real scummy. I might have finally downloaded this game over the weekend, but I'm definitely a novice with more traditional card games. Yeah, it's very, very different than... Very different than something like Snap. All right, we've got some good missions this morning. 200, 150, and 100. Almost a whole pack on the day. It's lovely. All right, so I have... what's the word I'm searching for? I have most of the cards in this game, so we're gonna roach people for a little bit to start. But I think we're gonna try taking some viewer deck submissions this morning, if those are a thing people want to send for this game. So let's say Twitch subs can send in some Shadowverse decks this morning, and we'll see how that goes. Opponent's playing Portalcraft. I think I'm mulliganing Olivia and Lily here. Most often keeping the Killer Ride Roach because he's our big finisher we need eventually. And I think I'm gonna keep the Karen to have a proactive plan too, but I'd like to mulligan for a staff against puppets, I think. Or artifacts, whatever Portalcraft stuff they're doing. Look, no numbers! You got me hooked on Hex, then Runeterra, then Staff, then Pocket, now Shadowverse. I think you owe me approximately $2 million. I mean, if you got hooked on all of those, $2 million's probably let me off easy, yep.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Smells like artifacts. Could be a hybrid build. A lot of the artifacts are also playing some puppets. So, realistically, I need to kill this, I would assume. So let's go hit you, and then we'll play these fairies out. It's important that you keep your life total high-ish against artifacts. I think I'm going to hit this and play the Lambert Kieran with the combo here. The big artifact finisher is a 10 power thing with Storm when you hit 10 play points. So you'll want to make sure that you kind of stay above that break point.
This burden is mine to bear.
How aggressively am I burning an evolution here? I feel like the answer might be somewhat aggressively. So I play this down, and this puts me up to 8, and this will put me up to 9. I might just play this and run all the fairies in. I don't really have room in hand for this effect to happen. We do this and just trade these off. Every time one of my units leaves play, my bales get cheaper here. My lack of a way to draw 2 here is unfortunate for us. We're really looking for a staff or a Glade Warden. Dan, thanks for the 20 buds. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Is this game on mobile? Absolutely. Morning, Michael.
Remain calm. It will be over soon.
Okay, Olivia's actually a nice draw because she'll give me something to do next turn, which is great. I might just use the baby to spin my tires with this turn. And I'm going to play this because I'm going to bounce this back and replay it. And then that way, if I play that, it gives me another Deepwood Bounty because I've triggered my combo playing a 3rd card. And then honestly, I think I want to take Medical Grade Assassin off the table. This is a really low value evolve, but my draw is just so clunky. I don't think I can take 5 next turn, realistically.
The curious artificer dons their mask.
Yep. So next turn is going to be an Olivia with our extra play point because we went 2nd, and then probably a Bale into Evolve, clean the board out.
Trajectory calculated. Possibility.
Yep, and that's the aggressive artifact here. This one hits us in the face for 3.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
We're gonna go down to 12. Olivia's gonna let us stabilize the board fairly nicely here, though.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
So she draws us 2, and then Bale here does 4 to something when he comes into play. Now you get to go ahead and super evolve this, which super evolves something else. We're down on Evo points here, but we're catching up on board, which is nice.
Impressive.
They are 2 turns off of being able to.
You're in the splash zone.
They are 2 turns off of being able to Orcus us, which is nice. We have a turn of breathing room here. Game has an excellent tutorial. Honestly, one of the best onboarding experiences I've ever seen. They have, in addition to like a basics of how to play the game tutorial, they have kind of these puzzle type setup situations that lets you sample each of the different deck types in the different classes that they have to kind of see how they play out
Not the end.
and figure out if they're a type of deck that you want to be playing, which is sweet. Them spending a bullet here is really good. So they're probably gonna have to burn one of their evolutions here to kill this 7/7. Yeah, that will be curious to see if they expand those tutorials with more expansions. It'll be interesting to see. So I assume.
This might hurt.
No, wait, that doesn't let them kill my thing, right? Oh no, it goes. They're super evolving. I was like, that doesn't kill it, but it's 5/1/1. So them having to burn a super evolve to do this is super reasonable for us. That puts them down 1 when they want to get to their Orcus here eventually. So what's my play here? I'm going to hit their face for 1, and then I'm gonna go Bale, hit you for 2. And then I'm gonna go Bug Alert, pick this up, hit you for 2 to clear you.
Stronger.
And then I think I play the Godwood Staff out now so we can get some card draw going. I'll play this fairy out as well. We played 4 things, like to draw an extra card here.
Be cleansed.
So this is their Orcus turn, but they only have 1 super evolve, so I don't have to worry about running Orcus, which is nice. And I have the tools in my hand to clean up after the first Orcus. Opponent did miss a point of damage the way they attacked. Yeah, when your super evolve thing kills something, your opponent takes 1, so they should have run their 1-pointers in and then attacked with the super evo. For sure, for sure.
Follow me.
Don't.
Okay, so they're choosing to stabilize and gain a little bit of life. So these are temporary, but they have effects here. So this one's gonna deal 3 to my board. This one's gonna heal them for 3, so they get to clean up. I think I'm just gonna play this out to draw a couple of cards and see where we go from there.
Forest guard dons his mask.
I'm gonna play a fairy. Second Roach is pretty good here. Second Roach might mean I can set up for lethal next turn. So I'm gonna play this out because it gives me a 1 and a 0. It means I'm gonna overdraw by 2 cards though. But with 2 Deepwood bounties and 2 roaches, I might be able to kill them for 20 next turn. I'm gonna pass because these are going away, and it feels bad. You have a hard hand size limit of 9, so it feels bad that this is drawing and bricking, and then my next card's drawing and bricking. But these roaches get bigger for every card we play over the course of the turn, so I want to go ahead and get that going here.
Same time tomorrow?
Because I have the Carbuncle for 3 energy here as well. So I'm gonna go Deepwood Bounty, Lambert, play another Deepwood Bounty, Carbuncle, bounce, play another Deepwood Bounty, and then Roach. That complicates things a little bit. Oh no, it doesn't at all, because the Carbuncle is gonna super evolve. So we'll go 1, 2. Do this, pick this up. 3, 4, 5. I'm not quite gonna have enough for lethal, am I? This is 6, 7, 8.
The world is full of splendor.
Is it lethal? Combo is 8. Actually just the full 20. What a perfect first game. Actually just a perfect full 20. Someone clip it and ship it. What a game to start the morning. Oh baby. I mean, we said on the previous turn, right? Like, we're gonna brick a couple of draws here, but it's gonna be worthwhile to brick a couple of draws. Narrator, it was in fact worthwhile to brick a couple of draws. Counting.
long for sights unseen.
With rain comes death.
All right, so I think Sword is one of the only matchups where you mulligan Rind Roach in this deck. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to keep the Cairns, I think. And I'm going to keep Bale because he gives me some ways to interface with their stuff. I want to get him cheap ASAP. And good Fairy of the Pond is our best draw by so much here. If I could play 5 or 6 good fairies, I don't know how many exactly I'd play, but the number is definitely more than 3. So the opponent's deck is an aggressive mid-range deck, meaning sometimes they're going to position you to run you down.
Stick to your path, no matter the hardships.
I think I'm gonna choose to kill their board here. I think we're the control deck in this matchup. And I think I want to keep keep the board as clean as possible here and my health total high.
The only trophy I need is your
Fun's
heart.
not over yet. Let's play a game tag.
Easy trade, and then having a window here to play the Godwood Staff on an empty board gives us so much gas. This lets us draw a card every time.
Commander dons her mask.
Draw a card every time we play 3 or more cards in a turn.
Reason.
To the shores of victory.
Okay, so Glade almost goes pound for pound here. So Glade draws us 2, and then when we evolve him, we deal damage equal to the number of cards in our hand split across our opponent's board. And split is not random. It always starts on their rightmost and works to the left, dealing lethal. So it does 6 and then 1. And then this gets to attack and clear there. We're going to finally take a hit here, but that's fine.
What if I told you it wasn't?
From down. Stand in my way and I'll cut you down.
Another one of those is really scary.
The shores of victory. I failed you.
That's surprising that they elected... I'm surprised they did that. So we have a pretty decent way to clean through them here. So I get to go this into a fairy, into Lily. She triggers with combo, which sets the HP on this to 1. We evolve Lily and hit this for a point of damage and draw a card.
Where there's light, there's joy.
Oh my goodness. And then I drew another Majority Elf. It's too easy. It's too easy, chat.
Not all is lost.
I guess my board's actually
The
full
rest to
here.
you.
I think I'm gonna engage this on here and trade this. I guess I could have not. I guess I could have played. I'm gonna save the Majority Elf. I'm gonna play. Am I gonna play this fairy out? I think I'm playing this fairy out. Just keep my board nice and wide. We draw a card.
Soldiers, lend me your courage.
That's right. We're at evolution parity. I am up on cards in hand. So feeling pretty good here. I'm not healing if I play this. I probably want to save this to kill something bigger. I think I want to just keep my card draw going. I'm gonna go Bale
Light, anoint my blade.
into Fairy Tamer,
Happy little surprise.
into Fairy, kill your thing, Fairy, kill your thing, attack you in the face for 3. Part of me wants to bounce the Fairy Tamer. Actually, do I bounce Bale? No, I probably want Bale in play to make them deal with it. I kind of want to bounce the Fairy Tamer just so I have... It uses my energy efficiently. I have 3 babies, so I think I can be aggressive with this one. Restocking the ability to add more fairies to the board here. This is my last fairy producer. Rewarded for waiting on Aaron here. Gino's gonna go ahead and clean out a couple of my things here.
You're written in the stars.
Oh, and they prioritize killing by one that could have the super evolve. I guess that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this to kill Gino. And then we'll play the fairy out and eat that, and then we'll hit them in the face for another 3. Missing the draw with this set, I suppose. The fact that we're getting in chip shots of damage through all this is incredible.
Most who take the high road wind up dead.
So they hit their play point. I mean, they have something for 7 here as well. Gino, sure.
To the shores of victory.
I should have practiced more.
I think I'm going to Lily to kill the Gino rather than the Aaron, because 1, I don't want to miss out on the health from the Aaron again, and 2, I would like to I'd like to get Bale ticking down, and I want Godwin Staff to draw some cards here, I think. The second staff out here, I get to draw a couple of cards.
Be cleansed.
Be cleansed.
Heaven's wrath will fall heavy on your head.
Pluie de paix.
The hour of reckoning approaches.
You think they just have second Albert? They probably just have second Albert, yeah. This means I'm not dead on board, which is nice. Or I'm not dead to second Albert, I should say.
Not all is lost.
You're in the splash zone, pal. Be cleansed. Be cleansed.
Most who take the high road wind up dead.
The crystal pierced through the heart of darkness. By my blade.
Forged in steel.
Fun's not over yet.
I'm gonna be dead to second Albert after this one, though. I don't think there's anything we can do here.
Let's play a game. Tag.
My oath is fulfilled.
Let's play a game. How does one adult? How does one adult?
Is this to be my legacy?
My oath is
It's a damn shame I don't have a roach, and all 3 of my roaches are in my bottom few cards. Because if I had a roach here, they would be super dead, yeah.
My oath is fulfilled. My oath is fulfilled.
So unfortunately, dead to second Albert. Their first Albert probably screamed that they had this. That's just how the cookie crumbles. If I'd have had,
This is new.
if we'd have had the second or the first roach, we'd have killed them last turn with it. But they unfortunately had 2 Alberts in 17 cards. We had 0 roaches in 25 cards. Guard yourself. Thank you for the over 6 years of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good morning. Good morning.
I long for sights unseen.
My resolve is strong. My arrows are true.
Or another forest craft deck. Honestly, I kind of like our hands. I I guess I would like
We're in the splash
a
zone
Godwood
now.
staff would be ideal, but outside of missing Godwood staff, it's pretty solid. What deck would be nice to bring for the upcoming Grand Prix tournament? You should check out the best decks tier list I posted on the YouTube channel last night. So this puts me down to 6 cards.
Tag. Fun's not over yet.
I don't think I'm playing another fairy out here. I think I'm just passing.
Godwood staff, awaken.
Yeah, them having staff on 3 is really good for them. I guess I do need to play my cards out here because next turn I'm gonna drop to 7 and then this will draw me up to 8. So if I don't play out a card here, and I don't play out a card there, my Gladewood ends up overdrawing me.
Be cleansed.
Forest guard dons his mask. I see.
It's a little bit defensive, but they went first, and they have tempo on board, so I think I want to just go ahead and try and get up a
Forest
little bit.
guard dons his mask.
Roar, O burning gale.
Fellowship, I failed you.
I need to kill this. The question is, am I spending an evolution to do it? I think the answer is no.
How does one adult?
I failed you.
Tag.
The leftovers in my hand are pretty good here. I just need a turn of breathing room to get my staff down so we can get some card churn going. And next turn's looking like it's gonna be that turn. So we have to go Godwood staff,
Awaken.
fairy trades. This puts me to 7 cards in hand. I draw up to 8. My turn I draw for 9.
Be cleansed.
I love decks that involve managing hand sizes, chat. They're my favorite.
My wings shall be your deliverance. Fly, my arrows. Here the primal
That is
cries
an
of nature.
aggressive superhero.
You may.
So I think it's baby bounce this. Fairy trade here.
Same time tomorrow?
Bale hit this.
My blade.
Super Evo here. Kill this.
What cruelty.
I'm a little tight on board space here is the problem. Bounce this back. play Fairy Tamer out.
Surprise.
And then... I don't think I die next turn. I guess anything's possible. We're only at 15.
We walk in the light of the crystal. This ends here. There is no escape.
Is my failure written in the stars?
Put her under the bridge.
They're dead.
Let's play a game. Tag. Same time tomorrow. Let's play a game. Tag. Same time tomorrow. How does one adult? Let's play a game. Tag. Same time tomorrow.
Alright, and then I do this and pick this up. And then I super evolve here, giving me 3 energy back. And then this does 1.
The crystal.
And then this is, yeah, they're dead. And then this is 7. And then this is 8.
I'll win the next.
Can you believe that someone unironically left a comment on the YouTube channel the other day, letting me know that this deck isn't that complicated? Just the more I play it, the more I think about that comment. 'Cause I mean, I made an offhand comment that I think this is the hardest deck in this game to play by a solid margin, and I just like, I don't know how you could possibly watch a turn like that with all the different things I had to do there, and could come to any other conclusion. This is the hardest deck in the game to play. It's so much fun. It is my favorite thing to play by a wide margin, but man, does it cook your brain. All right, we need to run an advert so it doesn't happen in the middle of gameplay. Appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm gonna hop up on my bike. We're gonna play some more Roach this morning. If we've got any viewers hanging out that would like to send in deck lists, I've got all the cards in this first expansion, so we're gonna try taking some viewer submitted decks. If you're a Twitch subscriber, you can send in a deck for a $10 tip. If you're a non-subscriber, you can send in a deck for a $20 tip. The link to do so is pinned above the channel. We're gonna play, I'm gonna get at least my 4 ranked wins with this to start. Then if we have a viewer deck, we'll do that. Otherwise, I've got some other stuff we can play today. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side, make sure you tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the content reach some more people. Appreciate all the folks that have done that today. Wow, okay, sorry. I'm gonna have to figure out on the YouTube side. The YouTube side, this YouTube channel keeps automatically turning on automatic ads for the YouTube stream. I've turned it off for the 2nd day in a row, and I have to figure out how to stop it from automatically turning itself back on every day. That's really obnoxious. None of my 3 other YouTube channels have done that. Do you mind sharing roughly how much money you paid to get the full set? So I've spent about 200 USD. Little more than that. It was 2 of the big $80 packs, and then all 3 of the starter bundles. But the big asterisk with that is the way that it's worked out is that got me a lot more than just the base set. So like from spending that plus money I have, I'm sitting on about 45 packs worth of currency for the next set. And this game isn't Pokemon Pocket, meaning the crafting material is set agnostic, and I'm sitting on enough vials to craft, what is this? 9 or 7 or 8 legendaries from the next expansion. Can you play the Spellboost deck? We can definitely Spellboost some nerds. Thank you for the tip, comics. I think this deck has hidden complexity as it can win with just face rolling across the board, but ideally you find clean lines. So unironically, and I talked about this a little bit in the tier list roundup, the thing that really made this deck click for me and caused me to start winning significantly more with it is I stopped playing it as a face roll deck. Yeah, I have another probably 3 or 4 legendaries worth of vials if I like dusted my cosmetics I don't need as well. So this is a control deck disguised as a face roll deck. And the biggest thing I can say, if you're not convinced of that description, the best thing I could do to help you understand that this is a control deck is think about a bunch of your cards. Lily is a control card. She kills something. Mage Journey Elf is a control card. Glade draws you cards and kills things. And then we lead into that more in this build with 2 copies of Aaron. Kills something and stabilizes the board. And Bale here at the top too. This kills things as well. So we've got what? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 12. There's 14 cards in this deck that kill something when they come into play. And I can play this build because I don't have the 6 cost legend. Yeah, honestly, I think Olivia's the only legend you want. I have seen that, and maybe I should test it. Some people are dropping Aaron for this combo card. Combo 3 deal 3 damage to 3 random enemy followers. I don't love that this doesn't give you life gain. I really like how the big ward body stabilizes the board. Is it 3 to each or 3 split? I assume it chooses 3 targets at random and can't overkill. It's good for getting through Swordcraft wards. It is good through getting through Swordcraft wards. That's true. I don't know. I don't feel like you have necessarily a huge problem with that though. You have so many good ways to clean things out. I don't know the cards in this game yet, but can you play some blue-white control? Absolutely, Niv. Absolutely. I wanted to try a new build of Havencraft control, so that'll be something we can do. We're gonna win a couple more with Forestcraft, and then we're gonna spellboost to that Havencraft for our viewers' wishes, I think. Random can't pick the same option twice, so it says 3 random enemies means 3 unique different followers. Oh, that's good to know.
Long for sights unseen.
It's a game. Enjoy yourself.
Speaking of Havencraft, I am going to full mulligan here looking for roaches and Godwood staffs against the control deck. I hit Fairy of the Good Pond at least, but sad that we don't have a staff. We got a couple of draws at it though. They're playing the more aggressively slanted build. I think I'm gonna play Lily out just to attack their face a bunch. How much do I need to spend to get 2 to 3 competitive decks? So, it's relatively cheap and even arguably free to get a competitive deck or 2. But the thing to understand is this game does not give you good agency over which competitive deck you're getting. So if you're happy to play with the cards you happen to open, it's pretty cheap / free to get a deck. But if you're looking to craft a specific deck and you don't open cards for that, it can take a little bit of resources. this is gonna make a rush unit here to attack us, but I think I'm happy to just keep getting our chip shots in while we draw cards here.
Fun's not over yet.
Repent.
They are playing a very aggressive build of their archetypes, so I can actually just, again, talking about this deck secretly being a control deck, I can actually full clean their board here. So we hit this, we go Mage Journey Elf, hit this, we go Lily, set this, we have this. Do I hit this? No, I'm actually gonna bug alert. Am I gonna bug alert? I think I want to bug alert the Mage Journey Elf. Keep this in play to threaten an attack if they don't clean it.
Be cleansed.
Roach is nice.
Alright, so Elsa's still sleeping.
Brace yourself.
Surge.
Man, this Evo seems incredibly good for me, yeah?
The good word.
We do this, and then I play a second staff,
Awaken.
super evolve this for energy, drop the roach back, drop the roach down, hit this, hit your face, and then the way you want to think about the Godwood staff and engaging it to pick the roach back up is, would you rather draw a random card or would you rather redraw your roach? And when you think about it that way, in most situations, you'd rather just be like, yeah, I actually just want to redraw my roach here. Let's do that.
Alright, so Elsa's still sleeping.
Behold divinity.
Riptide.
And then I think we're setting up for lethal in 2 here is the plan. So we'll go Gladewood, evolve to kill this, Fairy into Lambert, generate 2 cards for our hand, and then our with that draw 2, yeah, they're gonna be dead in 2. So we'll go Glade.
God dons his mask.
We'll evolve to clear their thing. Oh god, we drew another Roach as well.
Fellowship.
And then let's go Fairy. And then let's play this. We're gonna brick 2 draws here. But again, I think bricking those draws is fine. Because my hand is just like stacked and ready to go. I assume they're engaging this and killing me.
Rest.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and engage this, return this to my hand, and then I'll play this, play this, play this, play this, play this, engage this, super evolve here, get 3 energy, play second roach, hit you for 20. Oh, Dokin! Kayuden, thank you for the 29 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Lofty you.
Okay, that'll do, pig. That'll do, pig. That was our second 20U from full. They were at 14, but that was another 20 ball. Another kind of learning level up moment for this deck, I feel, is when you're looking at your hand with hold on, thoughts. They're playing a control deck. I'm gonna mulligan everything but this Fairy of the Good Pawn because I want a Godwin Staff. You want to mulligan, recognizing when it's worth burning cards you're going to be drawing for the sake of keeping your hand for lethal the following turn. I don't know much about the game, but is this meme kit? It's very adjacent to that, Marty, for sure.
You're in the splash zone, pal.
Our hand's not amazing here, but having 2 1/1s early to just attack them a bunch is not terrible.
What's today?
Cannonball! And the roommates don't show up till turn 5. Them feeling compelled to burn a Stormy Blast here is real good for the home team. So these are gonna go ahead and do this. The roommates kill 3 of our things. And when they kill these, they're gonna add 2 cards to my hand up to 8. I'm gonna draw up to 9. So I actually want to play both of these out. So that way when my opponent kills these, I can still Gladewood the following turn and not overdraw. So playing these out isn't a ton of value, but if I'm assuming these are gonna add cards to my hand here, because they're gonna play the roommates out, I need to be able to manage my hand size here. Although I guess that gives them, maybe I'm only supposed to play 1 of them out because of managing hand size. That could be the case. That's fine. The ward unit here is temporary, so it goes away. And then when I evolve this one, it deals 6 to this one on the right.
Fellowship.
Caught us off guard.
No reason to attack, because I'd have to attack their ward unit, and the ward unit's going away. Now, if they have a second copy of the roommates, we could maybe get a little dicey here, because my draw has been very bad this game. These bug alerts and Aryans are really not what we're looking for here.
I failed you.
And Olivia's one turn too soon. Another 7 drop I can't play is not great for the home team. Us having to take this turn off is good chance it's the death knell. I think it's next turn's their Kuan turn. I actually need to play Mage Journey Elf because otherwise, when they kill these, I'm gonna overdraw. You know, maybe I should have burned my evolution to hit their face. That's probably not worth the 2 points damage. If we're gonna win this game, we're gonna need to grind any by evolutions. Have you played every class? Yes, I have all of the cards in the game at this point. Them not having Kuan here is incredible for the home team.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
And then at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and super evolve her because it lets me push damage. There's a good chance that my stuff dies next turn, but this pushes some solid numbers. She can't attack. I think for the sake of not bricking draws, I'm gonna play a bug alert out here.
How does one adult?
And actually, I suppose we could still brick a draw. If they kill both of these, we'll go up to 9 cards at hand.
This is not the end. You're done.
Oh, you're asking for a hex, mate.
Are they dead?
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Tag. Tag. Same time tomorrow. Same time tomorrow.
Let the light anoint my blade.
I think we're short. I think we're short.
The world is full of splendor.
We're short of killing them, but I have leftovers, which is great. So I saved my roach and killed their board and put them to a low health roll. I did not miss 1 point of damage. Did I? Yeah, I did. I could have hit with the roach first. Yeah. My brain's bad. I missed a point.
On to the next.
9 energy dimensional climb while they have 5 cards in hand. Yep. Spin them tires, baby. They needed Kuad.
Get lost.
Okay, Kuad stabilizes here. Cedrus, thank you for the over 5 years of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Was that a misclick? Or they just wanted their ward thing to be big, huh? Fairy Tamer's lethal, yeah.
What's today's happy little surprise? Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you.
Tag! Alright, this point didn't matter.
All burnt out.
And our draw was bad that game. It was not good. It was so clunky. This is Aaron's worst possible matchup. Do you plan on streaming this game on YouTube? Absolutely. Every time I'm live here streaming Shadowverse, you can find me at Hoaglandia, Shadowverse WB on the YouTube side streaming.
You.
Socialist Mango, thank you for the 20 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back to the Finish Our Missions Up, and do I still have one more? Win one more. All right, let's do it. Is this game super free? Is this game free to play friendly or super pay to win? Well, you can spend money to get stuff in it. So people will tell you it is pay to win.
I long for sight.
The economy in this game is a very typical card game economy. I'll mulligan this and keep the Karen, I think. I want these other two as well. They're a control deck. I wouldn't mind finding a Godwood Staff, but it's not necessarily. So there's booster packs to buy cards, and then you can dust extra copies of cards to get crafting currency to craft specific ones that you want. In my anecdotal experience spending some money, it feels better to spend in than other games. I am not free to play. I'm not going to speak to the free to play experience. As is the case with most of these games, spending resources on the battle pass, if you have resources to spend, is the best way to spend them. So it is sick. I think the battle pass is like 7 booster packs worth of currency. You get way more than 7 booster packs worth out of the pass. I am free to play. I had a meta deck in 4 days. Cool. Seems like a reasonable metric. You spent about 20 bucks. How far are they? There's a $2 starter bundle and a $15 starter bundle. And then also a $40 starter bundle. They scale a little bit as you go. Those are the first 3 things you buy for sure. And then I believe the $15 bundle gives you enough currency to get the battle pass, which has a bunch of resources in it as you play. I'm free to play as well and currently have 5 meta decks. I assume you've been playing since launch, so what, that's about 2 weeks? So this is probably a hit my extra play point on 4, play Glade, evolve Glade, clean the board up.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
We're gonna take some pop shots here to start, which is a little annoying. I guess I play... No, I was gonna say I can play this to save myself some damage, but that's not true. So next turn I'm gonna draw up to 8. This will draw me up to 9. So I need to play at least 1 card here. Yeah, if you're gonna spend any money on the game, the web store, there isn't like a whale track like with Marvel Stat, but the web store gives you... Oh, you know what I could do? I could engage this and trade it here is what I want to do. The web store just gives you more stuff for the money you spend. So instead of getting 5,000 crystals or whatever they call them, you get like 5,500 crystals for buying them on the web store instead of in the app. When you're thinking through cards in your hand and how you're managing your hand size, a memory trick to make it easy and fast to make it easy and fast for how many cards you're going to have in hand is starting to think about your cards in terms of how they impact the number of cards in your hand. So like Glade, for example, is +1 card. Karen is card neutral. Fairy Tamer +1 card, etc. And then when we evolve him, he does 8, which cleans out my opponent's board. Starts on the rightmost and distributes it straight across here.
Fellowship.
Am I stronger?
Hard hand size limit of 9 in this game. We don't have a Godwin staff, but I have a Rhino lined up already, and I've got a Bale ticking down, which is a pretty good start. We've got Glade to churn through some more cards here. So over the next couple of turns, while we build up our play points towards a big Roach turn, we're going to push damage where we can. We also want to like churn through keeping the board traded off while making Bale cheaper and cheaper. Bale eventually hits as a 0 energy card on our combo turn. Carbuncle's another card, just thinking about cards in terms of how they impact the number of cards in your hand. Carbuncle's a card that is hand size neutral. You play it out, but it picks something up.
I failed you.
Them not impacting the board this turn is pretty gross. So we'll go Good Fairy, Fairy Tamer, and then I'm just playing all these out. I want as much pressure on the board as possible. If they kill all of these, this puts a card in my hand, which puts me up to 8. So I need to play these out so I don't brick a card draw if they kill the Good Fairy. So Doombright Resurgence temporarily drops these things, so these are going away. It is worth calling out here that... my life total is getting a little bit low, so I am going to need to pressure them a little bit, ideally. There's a Godwood staff as well. Oh, I think it's staff, fairy, and then we pass. My life total being low isn't a danger until they hit like the 10 play point range. So these go away because they played them off of the Doomright card. I haven't looked at the details for the Grand Prix thing yet. I assume if it's convenient, I'll end up playing it again.
Don't move.
Turn 8 when you're playing against Portalcraft is the Orcus turn, so I gotta start worrying about that next turn a little bit. Honestly, my next turn might just be like, drop Aaron, gain 2.
Only ransom I take is blood.
Or maybe it's just Gladewood? Could just be Gladewood.
Bottomless ammo. Bottomless rage.
Or do I just play through Lily at this point? Probably that.
Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you.
Never forgive.
And then we drop to 8. I think that's fine. Just drop to 8 here.
Be cleansed.
If they have the Orcus on curve, it's a concern that second Orcus could kill us. I'll run and close my door real quick because my boys have a friend over. They're a little loud. Oh, they closed. That's funny. I stood up to go close the door and one of them closed it for me. We have lethal. No, I can't express how incredibly and deeply unhelpful saying we have lethal no question mark is when someone is playing the deck I'm playing.
Let down your guard.
Like wholly and fully, it is one of the least helpful things a human being can possibly utter. I might have lethal. Second Roach has gotta be lethal, right? It's gotta be he coped to himself. All right.
Let the light anoint my blade.
Let's play a game. Tag.
I could do this. And then I can... This is 6. No, I think I'm short on lethal. I'm short on lethal, but I can do a lot of damage. So let's do this and engage this here, and then I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna play this here, and then I'm gonna super evolve here. If someone counts it out and tells me I have a full 20 from here, I think I'd believe you, but... Oh, I guess this sets me up to just be dead to second Orcus, though. So maybe I needed to figure out if I had lethal or not. If they don't have second Orcus, I live, but if they have second Orcus, we die. Yeah, fuck me. She's so good.
And gained a heart. Let down your guard. I want to be heard. Let down your guard.
Would you say Forest and Portalcraft are currently the best decks? Absolutely not. If you want my thoughts on the best decks, you should check out the best decks tier list roundup from last night. I posted on the YouTube channel. All right, let's pull up the replay feature and talk through that turn without having a timer tick down in my face. I swear it's rigged sometimes. I swear Twitch gaming chatters are some of the most negative, biased human being individuals I've ever experienced. The game's not rigged, you just hit a bad beat. And humans have an inherent negativity bias to remember things that are bad that happen to them more vividly than they remember things that are good. All right. What's my best possible from here? So I ended up putting them to 4. I need to pull out a notepad real quick. All right, so I have 12 energy. The way we count this is I have 12 energy, assuming I play and super evolve the carbuncle. So combo energy spent. So Bale costs me gets me 1 combo and spends no energy. We have to hit through this. So we do that. I play a fairy, I hit through it. That spends the energy and gets me a thing. And then I spent up to 3 and got my combo to 3 to carbuncle this. And then I replayed that, which takes my energy spent to 5 and my combo spent to 5. And then I only have 1 more from there, right? Yeah, I don't think I have remotely enough zeros. I need more energy or more zeros. So it was wrong to go for it here. So the next question then becomes, could I have not died to the follow-up Orcus? Could I have not died to the follow-up Orcus? I think the answer to that one is a resounding yes, but there's some question of what would I have to spend to do it. No ward, so nah. I'm gonna give you a 10-minute timeout for being assertively wrong. We have an Aaron right here. So if I simply Aaron is not only a ward card, but also heals me for 2. So she gets me to 8. So if we simply Aaron, kill this, super evolve her, kill this, and then I can even like play a fairy convocation. I wouldn't want to spend my play point. Ideally, I wouldn't want to spend my bail. So Aaron alone gets me to 8 and clears these. And then she's big enough that she doesn't die to Orcus. So that's enough to get me through, right? I think they have a puppet in their hand. I don't think they had a puppet in their hand. Yeah, they had no puppets in hand. So if I would have played Aaron out here, we would have survived, and then I would have had another energy the following turn. And more importantly, once Aaron survives, I'm no longer under the gun of a 3rd Orcus once we survive the first one, right? And then that maybe bridges us the gap. I don't know that we would have been able to build lethal the following turn though, regardless of what I draw. I would have had 10 energy the following turn. That's probably enough with 10 energy, right? If I only have to spend this and I get to Fairy Conclave to get some more 1s, I probably kill them the following turn through another Orcus, yeah? So we got them down to 4 and an extra energy. I guess an extra energy only gets me +2 though, right? Oh, Lloyd has must target as effect. That's fine. It's the same difference though, Livy. If I'm planning to super evolve this, Aaron hits this, and then you attack this. It's a wash. It's a wash. Yeah. So we did not have lethal, but I could have not been dead to the follow-up. Yes. Good review. All right, let's do one more with this, and then we have a viewer request to play some of the portal craft, or some of the rune craft deck. The spell boost files. We'll do that. We'll play one more with this, then we'll spell boost. No, the last opponent was like 0% to be on Liam. Do you do coaching? I do not do coaching. The amount I would have to charge per hour for coaching to be a worthwhile use of my time is not something I'd feel comfortable asking someone to pay.
You're in the splash zone, pal.
The way being a content creator works, any hour you're spending doing anything else other than making content is kind of like... Content is the type of job where your revenue snowballs in a way based on the more that you're putting out.
You're in the splash zone, pal.
Hey, thanks for the tip, Brad. I appreciate it.
Fun's not over yet.
Just killing this. So the puppet builds, and they could be a hybrid build, but the dedicated puppet builds tend to be more aggressive, so you want to keep their boards clear more aggressively and don't want to give up points on your life total. Whereas the artifact builds tend to be more controlling, so you can give up hits here and there and not feel too bad about it generally.
What's today's happy little surprise? Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Do you do tips and guides for decks? Yeah, there's regular deck highlights over on the new Hooglandia Shadowverse channel. We're also streaming there whenever I'm live with Shadowverse on Twitch.
Your mentor.
Order under the trajectory. Calculating.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So I'm drawing up to 6, and then this puts me to 7.
Forest guard dons his
We go ahead and evolve, which kills their 5/5.
fellowship.
See you tomorrow.
Does 2 here. I think I want to trade this and keep my 5/5 at full here, but that might be a mistake. They might be killing my 5/5 regardless, so there could be a world where it's right to just, yeah. I think there's a chance I should just hit their face for an extra point there. I think I'm just gonna... It's close. So Glade represents the ability to clear the board, but I also, like, don't love the texture of my hand and kind of want to draw some cards right now. Although Olivia's gonna draw next turn. I think it's just Fairy Tamer into Fairy Lambert to get a 0 in my hand.
I'm here to spread the love.
Order under the breach.
I'll be your mentor.
Godwood Staff is a lovely, lovely draw here. I do need to clean their board up, though.
Godwood staff, awaken! Let's play a game.
And I'm really not sure how I want to approach this turn. I think I'm probably supposed to kill Yudi.
Let the light anoint my blade.
See you
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I have Godwood Staff to draw some cards now. Burning by 0 aggressively is kind of sad though. Like I mentioned earlier though, I really like keeping my life total high in this matchup.
This might hurt.
Let your heart be proof and alive.
Is my failure written in the stars?
This puts me up to 8 cards. Which means a regular Evo kills Orcus.
God dons his mask.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do that, I think.
Don't look away. Fellowship.
It was all my fault.
I need to kill this so it can't attack me, I think. Which doesn't feel great, but it's where I'm at. This seal is relevant. I'm gonna play this. I'll play the fairy out. I'm gonna drop to 8, and then we'll drop to 9.
Be cleansed.
We could end up getting run down here if they have. Well, I guess they're 2 turns off of Liam. I'm not dead to Orcus here because I went up to 9. Orcus only does 8.
Excuse me. Same time tomorrow? You're in the splash zone, pal. Let's play a game. Tag.
Oh.
It wasn't my fault. Let's play a game. Tag. Same time tomorrow?
The world is full of splendor.
And again, the way you kind of want to think about what I'm using this Godwood staff here is, do I want to redraw the Roach or do I want to draw something else? And I think I'm happy to redraw the Roach here. I guess I missed some points of damage though if I'm redrawing the Roach, so I'm gonna do this now. Yeah, that turn was sloppy. I missed a point or 2 in damage there. I need to kill them before they can go Orcus into Liam.
I'm not lonely anymore. Proof and alive. Proof and alive.
I don't miss.
Oh, they have an extra. I'm dead.
Let your heart be proof and alive.
This is
I forgot they went up to 9. God, the Puppets build is just the best build of Runecraft or Portalcraft. The Puppets build is just the best build. Being able to Orcus on 9 with an extra 1. I forgot to do that math. The one quality of life feature this application desperately needs is the ability to have cards be visible that you know are there. I should have known that this was there and known that we needed to play for more life. I don't think I had the ability to play for more life, but it wasn't on my mind or my counting, and it should have been. There's just too much going on. Trying to talk to chat and play this deck at the same time. Couple of card packs to open. See, there's 2 types of players in the game. And you really have to decide. I'm going to call someone out here on the YouTube side. You really got to decide which type of person you're going to be. You'll notice that when I lost to the second Orcus there, my reaction was, I should have known that they had a 3-3, but I wasn't keeping track of it, and I should have counted to play around it. Or you could be the person in the YouTube chat that's like, Orcus is so stupid. So you can complain and get mad and stay bad, or you could be reflective on the things that you have control over and the choices you made over the course of the game and figure out how you can get better. And one of those things is going to leave you stuck and bad at the game, and one of those things is going to let you be reflective and improve and figure out what you could do differently. Both can be true. Constantly getting frustrated because you think a card is too good is not going to help you get better, and it's going to put you in a mindset that's going to make you stay bad. So just don't do it. Don't let yourself fall victim to that. That the card stupid and unfair is a way for you to remove culpability from your choices inside of the game. So yes, the card could be good, but lamenting about it and complaining about it doesn't help you get better at the game, and it puts you in a mindset that's going to put you in a position to not be successful. All right, speaking of being successful, I'm going to collect some pennies from running some adverts. We'll be back in 120 seconds. We're going to play some Spellboost on stream as a viewer submitted a request today. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side, consider tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the content reach some more people. Appreciate the folks that have done that already today. All right, I think that means I actually have to finally craft a third dimensional climb. I think I'm missing one of those still. Do you mind if I use this space to remind folks to call their representatives today before the House's big, beautiful bill vote? Listen, I think if you're someone who still thinks logic and reasoning can get through to your Republican elected representative, that's great. More power to you. I hope to someday live in whatever fantasy land you're living in. Here's hoping enough of them develop a conscience to not pass a bill that's going to kick a ton of people off of their health insurance. Also increasing all of our energy prices. And gutting a lot of other crucial programs. Friars, thank you for the almost 2 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I have this in my deck editor in stock spellcraft. It's just like all 3s and then 1 Satan. And love in Shadowverse, it's a breath of fresh air. I agree. It's a really good traditional card game. Yeah, even if they don't want to show the cards in hand, like they have the game log, having a log on the left side that would just like click into it and show you generated cards would be great. That would be great. All right, let's play a few games with this. I actually haven't played a ton of games with this. I assume your mulligans are pretty important, because you're looking for pretty specific cards early to not get run over in key matchups. I'm ready to embarrass myself with this deck after I listed it as S tier in the roundup last night. And zero games lifetime here.
Medium rare or well done.
Welcome to Hades, oh doomed spirits.
I mean, honestly, this hand seems great. Some of the Abysscraft decks are aggressive, but more of them are mid-range than anything. I have a Stormy Blast to kill something they do early, and then we get these spell boosted while we churn through some cards to draw. So, something you hear me talk about a lot in this game is the concept of who's the beatdown, meaning who's the aggressor and who's the defender. And the deck that we are currently playing, generally speaking, is the bigger deck looking to play the controlling role almost all of the time.
Now this will be a feast.
That.
Special assignment.
So this spell boost mechanic is the core concept of this deck. Every time we play a spell or we play a card like Ms. Miranda, whose spell boosts, our cards get extra effects. When these hit 5 out of 5, they transform into a Looking Smart, which is a 1 energy draw 2. Pretty good. Stormy Blast is lovely. So I get to go ahead and Stormy Blast this, which turns all of those into Looking Smarts. Do you really think Roach is only B tier? No, I put a video out last night that I think is a lie to throw you all off the trail. That's just I think I'm gonna Sage Light Teachings here. I'm gonna miss 1 health, but it's really resource efficient, so.
Demons aren't to be trusted.
I think the Forest Craft deck is the epitome of a deck that if you play it really well, you can outplay your opponents with it, but it's ultimately not that powerful. And if your deck requires perfect play for it to be really good, it's probably just not very good. Yeah. We are looking pretty smart here with our tier 1 deck, chat. And is kind of nutso as our Blaze Destroyer gets down here towards 1. And this is our big finisher payoff. You haven't seen this before. So it starts at 18 and it gets cheaper every time you spell boost. And then it shuffles your hand back into your deck, draws you 5 cards, spell boosts your hand 5 times, then fully recovers your play points. It's actually just stone cold nuts. The Roommates and Kuan, I think, are probably the 2nd and 3rd best cards in this expansion. They are very, very good. So I'll be curious to see what they do here. Do they kill my board, or do they clear this and then hit me in the face for 5? I think the clear my board, hit me in the face for 5 is a very smart angle for them to be taking here. I want to save my Super Evos for Kuan. So I think we Blaze Destroyer, regular Evolve, have this kill this. Looking Smart deals damage at random, so I want to clean up their other follower, and then we'll do this, and then we'll Looking Smart to draw a couple of cards. And then we'll Sage Light Teachings to heal 4. And then we'll play Miss Miranda to keep all of our spell boosts going.
Deity, beast, all hunks of meat.
I assume they're gonna Evo this and push damage again.
I can keep this up all day.
I think I need to burn a Super Evo on this. Our lack of Kuans and Anna and Grays is real sad. I think it's play this, which kills the rightmost one, and then we Super Evolve it, kill the other one, and that spell boosts my hand twice, which is nice.
New year, new me.
On to the next
None shall escape the lash of my flame! That's it! I'll handle this!
I have seen people playing the small Earthright package inside of this deck. I don't have an opinion on that because I haven't played with or without it. I didn't mention the tier list build because there's a big range of
We can flame 'em
stuff, basically.
Run away! It's really heating up now. Burn to cinders! I'll rough you up! I'll rough you up!
Pardon my language.
So if I do this Spellboost. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and clear this, which then makes this cost 3, and then it lets me climb, which is it's not a particularly amazing climb, but the rest of my hand is only okay. I'm gonna go ahead and Foresight here. Ruler is not what we're looking for.
May wings be at your back.
Anna is maybe enough.
Ready, Graham? Right behind you, Anne.
It's not really.
Never smart. It's over. That is so not fair. Run away!
Guess that's probably enough. We could die this turn, I think. We're down to 6. ASM double rage. Could be.
All burnt out.
It's an early climb. It is an early climb, but I had no other place, so we didn't have Kuan. What does Spellboost do? Yeah, it depends on the card. So a lot of the cards in this deck get cheaper when you Spellboost. Some of them, like the Wizard, deal damage equal to your opponent's board for every card you Spellboosted. You lost one game. It was the first one you ever played. The deck is clearly bad. I mean, I'm not very good at playing decks like this. I definitely prefer playing decks that play to the board.
Well done.
It's probably a mistake to play
much to
this in
discuss.
ranked, honestly. We're definitely mulliganing Ruler here. Honestly, these other two seem fine against Mortalcraft. They're not particularly aggressive. So, Dimensional Climb and Blaze Destroyer get cheaper when boosted. William deals damage to everything on your opponent's side of the board. We'll play Miss Miranda out here.
Special assignment today. Change doesn't scare me anymore.
Yes, Spellboost persists through shuffling is accurate. I have to pick who I'm Spellboosting extra before I draw. That's interesting. I think I want to Blaze Destroyer to be cheaper. Could be right to prioritize the climb though as well. That's one of those things that like having experience with the deck likely dictates.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
Shouldn't you be mulliganing harder for Anna and Gray? So the part where I said I've never played the deck before and don't know is the answer to that question for you, gamer. So perhaps the deck is unplayable if you don't have Anna and Gray in the opener.
The curious artificer dons their mask.
Honestly, it might just be cooked here.
Possibility.
This is I think maybe we'll play unranked with this deck to showcase it some more, because I'm not gonna throw my MMR in the trash trying to flail around. Because like even here, right? If I would have rainbowed this one, I would have killed this, and then I would have had the ability to attack and kill this, right?
Oh, you're asking for a hex, mate. I'll handle this.
So now my opponent has a 4-power thing left on the board because of a mistake that I made on turn 2. Our draws haven't been great. Yeah, but that's not something you can control. So rather than giving yourself a cop-out and telling yourself your draw hasn't been great, thinking critically about the things I couldn't have done differently is how I'm going to get better and win more.
Artificer dons their mask. You're
So
tough.
again, don't just...
I'm impressed.
You should mulligan harder for card velocity cards. So I was talking to my supervisor at the stand-up this morning about how my opening hand didn't have enough agility, and I really needed to make sure that we mulliganed for the cards that had more velocity in it. And they said we needed to table the discussion so we could talk about the quarter's KPIs later on. Which this set of corporate buzzword brought to you by the synergy of pointing out that throwing buzzwords at me as descriptions isn't really helpful. If you want to be constructive and specific and critique my play, that's welcome, but you need to be constructive and specific. So instead of giving me a nonsense word like velocity, be like, you should mulligan for card XYZ, and this is why.
Medium rare. Or well done.
Those ephemeral dreams. I'll bind them together.
See, like, a hand like this. I assume we're mulliganing Kuon. I feel like Blaze Destroyer in the opener is fine, right? Does it have velocity, though? Does this count as having velocity, gamer?
Special assignment today. This homework's too hard.
Blaze Destroyer will circle back about how agile it is in 2 to 3 turns. Yep.
Don't forget to
Dude.
review. Excuse me. It wasn't my fault.
It feels like it's such an important decision. I think it's just the decline. Because these are about to be... They're getting cheaper anyways. I feel like I want to do the more expensive one. I guess we just pass. The good news is our opponent is also aggressively tire spinning. Honestly, it might be right to William here rather than Naked Blaze Destroyer, because I probably don't need 2 Williams. This is probably a mistake. I should probably play this as a 5/5 rather than this one. They were dying regardless.
See you tomorrow. May wings be at your back.
Let's Foresight first. That way if we draw a Spellboost card, Miss Miranda can Spellboost it.
Special assignment today. I'll be your mentor.
The Battle Pass should go until the, I think it says the middle of July, I think the 16th. We're supposed to get a new set in 2 weeks, I think.
I'll always look forward.
Ooh, we're up to almost 200 people on the YouTube channel this morning. That's a record for that one.
My chest. It hurts.
This might be a This might be a bad deck to play in normals. I wonder how many concessions you're gonna get. We'll try it again, but playing the stock tier 1 deck might get people conceding here. The MMR comes and goes, right? I guess we'll play ranked. Probably a spew, but it's whatever. But I've been rubber banding between Diamond and Ruby anyways, depending on how many good or bad decks or decks I enjoy are playing. Alright, I think we assume the average Dragoncraft player is playing the aggressive build and mulligan accordingly.
Medium rare or well done.
This brings me back.
We keep Stormy Blast and mulligan the rest, looking for the roommates. Roommates on 5, roommates on 6, Kuan on 7. This is how all of my Runecraft opponents' draws go.
At the fire! This homework's too hard.
Okay, then we've got those. They're gonna get some good chip shots in here, though. Oh, they're the ramp builds. That's better for us, right? Because they didn't put pressure to play this turn now. I think I want to boost William up here. Nah, he's gonna be boosted. Let's boost Decline, because if I've got 3 Annies, it's gonna be fine. Annie also spell boost 3 times when she comes into play for some reason.
The winged musician?
Just the most completely and wholly unnecessary part of our kit.
Well. Ready, Graham? Right behind you, Anne.
I really can't emphasize enough. I can't say this enough when I am playing a deck that I've not played games with. Instead of asking me the question, Jeff, should we have done XYZ? I want you to explain to me why I should be doing the thing you're asking me. Because the answer is, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you and pretend to be an authority figure on a deck that I'm learning how to play. So I would love your suggestions. But please stop framing them as questions and instead try and make compelling arguments for why your suggestion is good. Oh, that is intimidate.
Witness my kung fu.
So it's definitely Annie. Which that puts the demonic call to 1. And then I can demonic call and eat this. And then I have the ward unit to buy us a turn next turn, hopefully. I can't attack this because it has intimidate. If they have the 9-pointer dragon that clears our stuff, we could be in trouble. That would sweep the board and let them hit us for 7.
I'm here to spread the love.
No!
Caught us off guard.
So this lets them super evo this and attack into this and hit us for 7, which also puts us in a pretty mediocre spot. Williams at 9 now, so I guess that lets us stabilize the board a little bit, but if they hit us for 8 this turn, they threaten lethal on the backswing, right?
One strike fatality.
Too late to turn back now. No!
Caught us off guard.
We're just dead to most of their draws, right? They even have the 10 power storm thing next turn. Playing this deck myself really hammers home how much of a negative bias you have towards remembering when they have all their perfect draws. I just didn't have a way to clear the 7/7. You might be dead to a storm unit. I love your optimism. We're definitely dead to a storm unit. Yeah, Roach Forest is actually the deck I've spent the most time playing. It's a ton of fun. Alright, I've got one more loss in me with this deck before we throw it away. I gotta run an advert on the Twitch side so it doesn't happen in the middle of gameplay. This one definitely does not feel like my cup of tea. We'll give it one more shake until we spew a little bit more. Oh, the whole doing a lot of nothing is not really what I'm into. Yeah, William wasn't big enough to kill the 7/7 the previous turn. We were just in there. I did not. There was literally not a way in my hand to clear the 7/7. Is the battle pass for the season or the set? I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. The next set drops when the battle pass is done, right? I think is there a date on here somewhere? No, damn, game is fun. I don't see a date. Is there a date on here somewhere I'm missing? Until the release of card set 2. Okay. Got it. Next set drops the 17th. Yeah, 16th or 17th, depending on where you're located geographically. I assume because this game's based out of Japan, right? I know their largest player base there, but it's based out of Japan, so it'll be similar to Pocket, I assume, where they release overnight US time for me.
Medium rare or well done.
My resolve is strong. My arrows are true.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right? And a William? I love the Earth Sigil build of this orc. I love the Earth Sigil. What's his name? The Earth Sigil cards just like really proactively play to the board. That speaks to me as a card game player more so than just like doing a bunch of nothing.
This homework's too hard. What's today's happy little surprise?
Am I just burning a couple of cards here for the sake of triggering Spellcraft? I don't think so. I'm gonna burn one card regardless, but it's fine. I've got double roommates. We're gonna run them down. That is an aggressive. They must have more roaches, yeah.
Ready, Freya? Right behind you, Anne.
kill one of you all.
Defeat is not enough. It's over.
I'm gonna keep my ward creature at higher toughness, even though obviously it goes away, because I just want to try and stunt the damage.
Dons his mask.
Fly, my arrows.
Everything was dying anyways, it didn't matter.
Caught us off guard.
You're in the splash zone, pal.
Let's go Annie and Prix.
Man.
That puts this to 0. This kills here.
Turn tomorrow?
This kills here. This evolves, deals 3 here.
You're done.
This attacks. They're 1-1. We play Looking Smart to finish this.
I failed you.
Godwood staff, awaken. Let's play a game.
And then next turn's the Kuan turn, yeah?
How does one adult?
Are they debating if they want to kill my roommates here?
Let the light anoint my blade.
This ends here.
They were debating. That is
Now or
in.
never.
It's quite the shellacking.
No.
Caught us off
Alright, that
guard.
means we need to super evolve Kuan, which is fine.
To the edge of what's
And I
known.
think from this position, I just want to be as defensive as possible. Which means rather than attacking their face for 4, I think I want to kill both of their units. So that way they can't kill this and then attack my base. So this has Storm. It could attack their dome, but I think I just want to make sure I take as little damage as possible, because if this game goes long, we should be favored with these declimbs and other stuff we have going on.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
Let's play a game. Wiggle with your wings, twinkle with your toes. Roar, oh burning gale.
Even fate shall fall to this blade.
Into the night.
Be cleansed.
Man, it's an early climb, but I really think I need to... I think I need to clear their board and do some other stuff here, yeah? I think it's William into climb.
New year, new me.
1, 2. On to the next round.
It's really not. I need a ward and I need their board gone.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
They're out of super evolves. And this is heal 8. So next turn I can William plus heal at least 4.
Play a game. Same time tomorrow? Let's play a game. Same time tomorrow? How does one adult?
All burnt out.
I'm done with this deck. I am not qualified to play this deck. Feel like you need way more reps than I'm going to be willing to put in with a deck like this. Good luck, Godspeed. Any tips on playing Roach? Yes, you're a combo control deck, not a combo aggro deck. focus on controlling the board early and then killing your opponent in a big burst in the mid to late game. All right, we had a request to play the most blue-white control deck in this game, which I think this qualifies. I think this qualifies. I believe in our ability to spew all the way down to Ruby today. It's gonna be great.
It's a game. Enjoy yourself.
With rain comes death.
This opener seems kind of good, yeah. Am I only getting Divine Thunder? I'm only getting Divine Thunder. Looking for a Super, I think. You'll have Divine Thunder and you'll like it, Hogland. I think with the 2/2s, I like just going 2/2/3. I don't understand the whole 2 rank thing and RP. So, Shadowverse is unironically the best rank system of any digital card game I've ever played. So the thing you need to understand is your actual visible rank is simply a number that endlessly goes up.
I'll always watch over you.
That's part 1 of understanding. That was a great drop. And then your diamond color is basically a visible MMR, matchmaking reading. And how it works is, even when you're losing games in ranked, your matchmaking points, your rank points go up, so you're always making progress. And if you're winning more or losing more, your MMR group goes up and down variably. With the better your MMR is, the more points you get for wins. So the system does a really good job of rewarding you for winning more because you climb up faster, but it also doesn't expressly punish you by giving you negative progress when you lose. It's actually such an elegant system where you have this very visible thing you can work on getting better and improve, but also you still make progress towards your number going up, which is stellar. I'm just gonna take a monster hit next turn, aren't I? Yes, it removes a significant amount of ladder anxiety. I really can't emphasize enough how much of this game feels like they looked at other ranked systems and were like, okay, how do we solve problems that these other systems have? It's like the opposite of Pokemon Pocket, who ignored everything that came before them and implemented the worst system possible.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
We are about to take a metric truckload of damage here.
Even fate shall fall to this blade.
Fear not the god's absence.
Did it!
To the shores of victory.
I have to burn a Super Evo here
Root just advance.
to kill this.
This is not
But
the
we're
end.
in
Most who
We're in what's it called range? We're in owlbear range is the problem.
Sound the retreat!
Repent.
Yeah, it's actually the Listard.
A trial I must overcome.
I lied when I said we were going to take our MMR with this. This deck isn't just me not being experienced with it. This archetype's not very good. We'll see if we can get some wins at unranked, but it'll actually just be mono spiking our rank into the trash. Which the unranked actually looks like it has MMR-based matchmaking too.
It's a game.
So your opponents actually aren't dissimilar. It's usually just other people looking to test things.
Oh, doom spirits.
We're mulliganing looking for lower to the ground stuff here. Mulliganing looking for lower to the ground stuff. 886. Not quite how we drew it up.
Rough and raring to go. Here's the booster. Promise is lower.
I saw something about purchases having issues through Steam. In the lower left-hand corner of the screen, there's an option to buy stuff on their web shop. You should absolutely use that instead. It gives you more stuff for the money that you spend. I'm honestly just going to Divine Thunder here for the sake of keeping my life total +2. I have Salpha next turn that's going to sweep, but I want to just not take damage.
The smiling Undertaker.
It's really heating up now. You just barked up the wrong tree.
Opponent correctly identifying their role in this matchup and using their evolves aggressively to push damage. That's smart. The extra damage from the Divine Thunder here looking great though, because this evolve does +3 to everything, which means we clear out their 4/3, which is great for us.
I only reap on the clock. Nap time.
This puts us back up to 20. It has ward.
Killer.
I think that's better than playing on Holy Vessel.
Now this will be a feast.
The web shop was forcing you to register an email address, but does not accept Gmail currently. Can you not, does the sign in with Google option not work? I think that's what I did. I clicked sign in with Google. And if I definitely used my Gmail address, unless it like had a bug encounter like after I did that.
Fly forth into an endless sky!
Does your group and MMR matter for anything other than matchmaking? Nope.
Go.
This is
My
not
friends.
the end.
Dong, ding, dong.
You just have to use sign in with Google if you're using Gmail. Okay. Yeah, that definitely worked for me. Just click sign in with
Watch
Google.
over you.
So this, when she dies, resummons our highest cost destroyed amulet, which in this case is our one that blows everything up on the board. So when they finally answer our 5/7, we get a board sweeper back.
I'll always watch over you. Looking out.
Never longed for this.
I am keeper of memories. I am keeper of memories.
So our goal here is to try and make sure we don't die to Cerberus.
It's just naive now.
Here's the boost.
We're at 20. We have a ward unit, so that shouldn't be a problem.
I've longed for this.
These are my sweepers. There are many like them, but these ones are mine. I was gonna hit him in the face to force him into some action here.
The smiling Undertaker dons his mask. Be at peace. You are safe here.
Fear
Just
not
play her.
the god's absence.
Mourn for me as I'd mourn for you.
You would take my hand. Are you having any fun yet? You will be mine forever.
So that's probably worth trading at a holy vessel for.
Upon the blue rose. Morning already?
Rest.
This deck really is peak blue-white controller. It's like sitting here with 6 different ways to murder their board in my hand. Like, all right, whatever you want to do. I'm at 20. We can stare at each other for a while. I think the Portalcraft control deck is great. What's the Portalcraft control deck? The Artifacts deck is good, yeah. That's the one you're referring to.
Sorry, but my teachings are tough. Corona mist in faith shattered.
I'm here to spread the love.
This 1-2's about to go the distance, chat, I believe. The heavens envoy is gonna run him down. They're biding their time. He's gonna make sure. They don't get it. They don't get it for free. Oh, I forgot to engage this.
Rest.
I'm so silly. I forgot this is a thing on our board. We were doing nothing for so long. Every turn I missed a point, chat. I could have built him up. He could have hit for 2 or 3. What an incredible spew.
Turn to stone or
Oh
swallow
no,
whole?
not the do so.
I'll always watch over you.
Ouch!
Yeah, I really need a copy of... Oh, this build's not playing the Seraph, I don't think, actually. If I recall correctly.
Corona!
This fight didn't count.
I'm here to spread the love.
Rest.
Does the game run when someone runs out of cards? It does, but I've got a copy of Satan in my deck, who gives us a new deck full of busted cards. So like,
I only read on the clock. Ouch.
oh, there is a Seraph in here. I should refresh what exactly we're playing in my brain after this.
Sorry, but my teachings are tough.
Rest.
Not today, Satan. Exactly.
Distant
Got me.
faith shattered.
My stack's a perfect painkiller.
Rest.
Do I want to play another Darkhaven's Grace? I'm actually not sure. I feel like I could go either way. I think I want the board space, is the thing.
Turn to stone or swallowed whole. Feeling better now?
Bye, friends.
Now this fight didn't
Oh my god, they just killed her to draw 2 cards. Where is Satan, chat? I need Satan so bad.
Sorry, but my
Fun and interactive. I mean, people always say that. And I don't know if this game is necessarily fun for people, but it's definitely super interactive.
Take my hand. I can keep this up all day. A gentle heat blooms within me.
distant faith.
I can say deterministically this deck is delivering on the promise of... We are very, very thoroughly delivering on the promise of being a blue-white control deck. We've done actual nothing but murder their board the entire time. Got six more sweepers queued up. Still at 20 life.
I'm here to spread the love. I'm here to
Opponent is down on evolutions by a significant margin here, yeah? Alright, chat. Hail Satan. Goodbye, friends. So when he comes into play, he replaces your deck with the Apocalypse deck.
You are not forgotten.
The opponent no longer has time to durdle. They need to giddy up and go.
You are not forgotten.
The Hound of Hades is ready for action. It's really heating up now. Come closer.
Can they kill me from 20? No way, right?
Be still.
Okay. Cool.
Brace yourself.
They can't. I didn't think they could kill me from 20.
I'm done here. What a snooze.
What a snooze fest! What an appropriate character moniker at the end of it.
Oh Lord, guide your
That's so
humble
so funny.
I jest.
Listen, chat. It's really important that we stay at exactly 20 for games like that. Okay. Don't lie. There's two types of card gamers. There's Marcus, who says, yeah, I'm playing aggro. And then there's Tion there, who says, after seeing this deck, I know what I'm gonna spend my dollars on.
Enjoy yourself.
This type of gameplay experience is 100% the you either love it or hate it. There's not a lot of middle ground. Oh, here's the Seraph we were looking for, by the way. So this card's a 7/6 that when it dies, it gives you a crest to revive it in 2 turns. So this deck is pretty dirtily, but at the same time, we didn't draw Lapis, who makes us at least have a little bit of a closer, right? Oh yeah, revives with Storm, so it can hit your opponent's dome. It's a relevant part.
listen up.
Sorry, but my teachings are tough.
Yeah, Cerberus is fine. I really can't emphasize enough, and this is something that so many people ignored in the tier list roundup I posted today, is like, I think some decks are definitely better than others in our current metagame, but I really do think you can win with most of the options that you have available to you right now. Like, I think Haven's the weakest of the classes, but I also don't think it's weakest by enough of a margin
Safe here.
to be like, okay, you can't play it if you really want to play it.
Now this will be a feast.
The current game balance of this game has big, if everything's broken, nothing is broken energy.
Ding dong, ding dong. The world is so sleepy. Rebel.
Everyone seems to think Abyss is the weakest. No, I think Havencraft is definitely the weakest.
Rest.
So, decks like Havencraft, or types like Havencraft that are control, This is one of my favorite TCG psychology discussions, is aggressively slanted decks have a cognitive bias against them in terms of how they feel, and control decks have a cognitive bias in favor of how they feel. What do I mean by that? In a control deck, you can go 2-2, win 2 games and lose 2 games, but you probably spent 20 minutes winning the games that you won, and you spent 5 or 10 minutes losing the games that you lost. So even though you were exactly 50%, you feel pretty good about it. You get to feel pretty... I'm going to take this turn to play Lapis just so we can get her going as a finisher. And I honestly think I might evolve and hit this. Is that what I want to do? Now I'll just take the extra 2. And aggro decks are the opposite, right? Like, you could go 2-2 with an aggro deck, but the games you won were quick, and the games you lost probably got drug out. So even though you're 50%, you spent twice as much time losing as you did winning effectively.
Let's toast 'em. We can flame 'em.
Oh, with Cerberus, leaving this on the board wasn't 2 damage, it was 4 damage, which is a mistake. It might have been wrong to get the Seraph down last turn. Oh yeah, and Olivia pushes extra here too. What an incredible mistake. Okay, well that's a painful lesson learned. Kill me.
A trial I must overcome.
That was a valuable. Leaving the Olivia there is a big mess. Oh God, Havencraft Mirror. We want a mulligan for Seraph and Satan, I assume. Unironically, I'm just full mulliganing for Seraph and Satan. All right, we got one of the 2. Feels like an Apollo on 3 angle, if I do say so myself. Ooh, they're birds, so they are gonna have some closing powers. They're playing the more aggressive slant, where they have these cards that come in with Storm and hit you in the face. I guess that means we're not playing Apollo on curve because the Holy Flame Tiger will just eat it. I really liked Mid-Range Short. I think Mid-Range Short is one of the best decks in the game at the moment. It's very good. So Iron Fist Priest banishes an enemy with 3 defense or less when it evolves. Do I want to trade Apollo and an Evolve to clear their 5/5? I don't have anything else to do with my energy this turn. I guess I can play this and play this. I might be right to do this. Can you bounce over Maeve? Yeah, Maeve has Ward, and when she dies, she brings back your most expensive amulet. So basically, she resummons on Holy Vessel. In most of your games.
Young Paragon dons his mask.
Repent.
My star is the star of paradise. Shattered.
All right, then we're taking 8 here. Down to 12.
Now, let us pray.
I leave the rest to you.
Do you think adding Maeve and Vessel of the Storm variant has any merit? It makes it more mid-range. That doesn't make it more mid-range. It makes it more controlling, and I think it makes it worse.
Safe here.
Like the Storm build is already a pretty mid-rangey. It's not aggressive. It's more aggressive than regular Haven, but more aggressive than regular Haven's like a deeply low bar to try and limp across.
It's just naive now.
So this, with the one in the bin that destroys the board, means that they answer this, I'm guaranteed to have an answer. Whoo, that's... Wait. When this cracks your amulets, it summons the things out of them? How are these templated? These are templated as last words? Holy gosh. I did not realize that was templated that way. This card's a lot better than I thought. I thought they had to fully ticked out. Yeah, I didn't realize it. That's the first time someone's played that card against me. That card's probably good, yeah?
My weapons bestow fair judgment.
Here to hear the good word?
Rest.
Fear not the god's absence.
Judgment delivered.
Twirly whirly.
I'm actually just gonna burn this Evo to push damage here.
Twirly whirly.
I don't think we're living to use all 4 Evos, so I'm gonna push 2 here. It also gives my ward unit a little bit more defense, which is nice.
My weapons bestow fair judgment.
Here to hear the good word?
Behold divinity. The thunder of Zeus descends.
Last time.
Sound the retreat!
Rest.
My hand's kind of hot dog water. You have to draw 2 cards here. Salfa's not terrible, I guess. Because her with the super evolve lets me kill this, because her trigger does 3.
Riptide. Twirly whirly.
Judgment delivered.
I'm here to spread the love.
I'll always watch over you. Nap time.
Fear not the god's absence.
Yeah, it's funny, Ben. We were playing earlier, and I just literally couldn't win a game with the Runecraft deck.
Sound the retreat!
I think it's just this. I'm gonna engage this first, see what we draw. In case that changes my mind.
Fear not the god's absence.
We're running low on gas, but I have 2 evolves in the tank. I just need to not die by mistake. Yeah, they had their first weekend tournaments last weekend, and then their first Grand Prix tournament, I think, is coming up on July 9th.
Sound the retreat!
Oh, really? Is that a Wednesday? It feels weird, like that it would be in the middle of the week. So this could hit us. Definitely a Soul Cure Sister turn. I get to play this out too.
My teachings are tough.
This means I don't die to this, even with the Super Evolve on it. Yeah, every weekend is a 16-player tournament that you can play in.
Fear not the god's absence.
Oh, that's exactly lethal. I forgot about their own gene. That gives 2-4 as well.
A trial I must overcome.
Alrighty. We're gonna delete that one for my dex list too. Sweeping the board is not stellar. I saw this Abyss list online. Maybe we'll play a little bit of this in Rank to wrap up today. Oh, this build's only playing one Medusa. That's interesting. Turns out being a Supreme Verdict deck isn't good when most classes wipe the board each turn anyways. Yeah, I agree. The Battle Pass ends with the next card set releases, likely in 2 weeks.
Can we not? I wasn't built for combat.
With rain comes death.
I think I don't want Shadowcrypt board in my opener ever. I'm super happy to have Hellhound Blader against what's going to have an aggressive start, and our Agave is really good into decks that are playing to the board early too. I'm pulling in these two. Yeah, the artifact deck is very good. It's just not, like, the artifact deck is more mid-range than control, which is maybe splitting hairs, but I think it's a different class of thing. I think I'm using this to keep the board in check here, since my hand's a little awkward to start. Not having a play this turn really sucks. Darkrai, thank you for the over 1.5 years. Welcome back. I have not had time to do the story mode yet. I'll probably do that at some point.
We fear the dark because it let me aid you. Repent.
Even this storm shall pass.
Oh.
Deity, beast, all
Not all is lost.
meat.
And if I evolve, I think we're just dead. Yeah, can anybody in chat explain? I'm sure I'm about to get, knowing chat, I'm about to get 6 different explanations for what I'm asking. But can anybody explain to me how the Grand Prix system in this game works? Like, what does Grand Prix mean? What are the prizes? What is the structure? Is there somewhere in client I can click around to explain, or do I need a third party page?
The Lord Commander dons her mask.
Dons.
Reason.
To the shores of victory.
On to the next target.
Grand Prix is like Arena in Hearthstone. It's a limited game mode? That can't be right. I thought it's a tournament. Yeah, we're actually just super cooked. That was not a remotely competitive game. In Shadowverse 1, you had a bunch of attempts that are 5 matches you play at your leisure, and then you go into branch A or B, finals A or B, depending on your best record. Announcing the Legends Rise Cup, 11 p.m. on July 8th. PT until 1 p.m. on July 16th. So there's a whole week. Format best of 1. Stage 1 runs for 3 days. Up to 3 attempts per day, 5 matches each. Win 4 to advance to Group A, otherwise advance to Group B. You will advance to Group A if you achieve 4 wins at any given attempt, even if you don't play or forfeit your 5th match, regardless of all your other records. Group A, up to 2 attempts per day, 5 matches each. Win 4 matches to advance to Group A final stage, otherwise advance to Group B final stage. Up to 3 attempts per day, 5 matches each. Win 3 to advance to the final stage, otherwise the tournament ends for you. Final stage, only 1 attempt, up to 6 matches, win 5 to be crowned a champion, end after 2 losses. 1 attempt, up to 4 matches, win 3 to be crowned a champion. In stage 1 and 2, you get 1 free attempt per stage. Further attempts can be purchased with crystals, rupees, or Grand Prix tickets. In your final stage, your 1 attempt is free but must be earned. That's a neat structure. So let's rehash and parse. So you have, is this 3 days or 2 days that you have the three attempts each? So there's kind of like an upper and a lower. And if you get 4 wins, you play in the upper. And if you get less than that, you play in the lower. And then you need to go 60% in the lower to make the finals. You need to go 80% in the upper to make the finals for that. And if you miss in the upper that you qualified for, you play the finals in the lower. And then for the finals, you get 1 shot with the upper. For every attempt, you'll get rewards from the following according to the number of matches that you won. So on-demand prizes. It's one of the least predatory sounding tournament structures I've ever heard of in a card game, and I don't have to stay up 40 hours to play it. Yeah, it actually sounds great, yeah? Like, truly, it feels like they looked at the stuff that sucks in other games and decided to try and do it better. That's a neat way to do it. And it's all async. So you don't need to be locked into a tournament for the entire day. You just have to play them out over the course of it. Yeah, we'll definitely play this. That sounds fun. Neat way to do it. All right, it's 11:30. We're gonna do some more Shadowverse. I might just roach some people. That's been my comfort deck. Let's say we're gonna roach some people. We've done a lot of losing playing other weird things today. I want to run and grab some lunch though. While these adverts go, when we get back, we're gonna play some more of this. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. I'm truly shocked that Jeff's favorite deck is a sequencing heavy bounce combo deck. I know. I have a type. I have a type.
I long for sights unseen.
Havencraft. We are gonna mulligan everything but the roach here. Ideally, we'd like a staff. Hey, thanks for the almost 2.5 years, Smooth Bang. Welcome back. I think I'm gonna Convocation and then play 2 fairies on 2 is the plan here.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. This homework's too hard. Same time tomorrow?
You know, I wonder if I was supposed to press my point and play the Mage Journey Elf last turn. I can see that being the case. I'm gonna bug alert to kill their thing here. You keep Roach in every matchup with the decks that since your win con. You don't keep it when you are playing against aggro, but most other things, yeah. I'm gonna draw up to 7, and then I can Glade up to 8 next turn is probably the play, unless we draw staff.
Same time tomorrow?
Forest guard dons his mask.
Ready, Freya? Right behind you, Anne. Fly free! Defeat is not an option.
Failed you.
Yep. I go Fairy. Into Fairies. Into, I think, double Mage Journey here.
How does one
Take that off the board.
Caught us off
And
guard.
this just dies. It's a little sad that I can't trigger Lambert Cairn this turn, but I need to make sure that in and great get off the board.
May wings be at your back. Special assignment today. Transcending time. This next one's for extra credit. I need an adult.
We need to go on the defensive this turn now. So we'll drop Olivia down.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
Heals us a little bit and draws some cards. We'll play a fairy. We'll play a good fairy of the pond. We'll super evolve her, which lets me super evolve
I
this.
see.
Even fate shall fall to this flesh.
It's a little unfortunate we don't have our dork that gets cheaper in our hand through all of this. I don't want to attack there, I don't think, no.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
Let's end this.
Crawl like the vermin you are.
the end.
Fun's not over yet. Same time tomorrow?
You knave.
Man, am I gonna have to use a roach defensively? I think I am. I guess I could do this into this
In the light of the crystal.
into evolve, hit this.
Don't look away.
The crystal you shall not pass.
Into the night.
This isn't terrible. Maybe they won't have their second coup on, he said hopefully. Our lack of the elf that gets cheaper means that we're not building towards a free thing like they've been building towards their free spellcraft thing, so it's hard for us to take tempo back.
May wings be at your back. Ready, Freya? Right behind you, man.
The crystal.
You knave.
Lily's a great draw.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you.
The world.
That lets us stabilize the board.
Where there's light, there's joy. No!
Caught us off guard.
Tag! Tag! Same time tomorrow. Smile!
And it's definitely good Fairy of the Pond.
We're in the splash
And then there's a
zone
question
now.
of, do I want to play Godwood Staff or do I want to play the Lambert? I kind of want to play the Lambert out. It's close. It's close though. Double roach in my hand makes playing this to get the cheap cards for next turn really appealing.
Ready, Freya? Right behind you, man. The spark of knowledge. I should have practiced more. Fun's not over yet.
I think it's just kill this and then hope we're hoping that they don't have climb plus Satan on top of everything else. I think is the game plan here.
I walk the fivefold path. Out of my way.
Fly free!
Crawl like the vermin you are.
The crystal.
This is new. threats unseen.
With rain comes death.
Hand's honestly really good. And Swordcraft, we've got Tamer to get some Fey going. We got Glade to stabilize the board a little bit. Pretty happy with this opener.
Help is here.
To the shores of victory!
What's today's happy little surprise?
I think Arya is an incredibly aggressive card, and most of the time I don't want to play this deck as an aggro deck. I want to play it as a control deck. You're a control deck with a combo finish.
The young Paragon dons his mask.
Oh dear.
Mm.
Oh dear.
What if we do this? I think I'm into it.
Little surprise.
And then next turn we could go Fairy, Karen. Potentially. We do this. This puts us up to 8 cards in hand. This goes kill you, and then I engage this on here to kill this.
I demand a rematch.
No roach in sight yet, but our hand is building towards one cleanly. One of the things I've liked about this game is that the budget options don't even feel like trash. I've been playing some budget options in my deck, and it feels fine, whereas in other games it would be pure pack filler. Yeah, I was actually just talking about the Discord server the other day about how few actively bad cards there are in this game. It's something that I personally really enjoy. I think they've done a pretty good job of that. Alright, what am I doing here? I think it's this. I can stabilize the board and play Godwood Staff, yeah?
You're in the splash zone, pal. Let's play a game.
So I can evolve this,
Watch the cannonball.
and I can trade this,
Not all is lost.
and I can play the staff out and we draw a card.
Away being cleansed.
Second Veil is slick.
We fear the dark because it let me aid you.
Steel.
Let's play a game.
Forest Guard dons his mask.
Real clean 1-for-1 here.
Don't look away. Fellowship.
My oath is
I
fulfilled.
am gonna burn a draw next turn. Fingers crossed it's not a roach. 3 of those and 27 cards. 1 in 9 to be a little sad here.
Good little dove should be in bed by now. I failed you.
So I can't interface with this. I guess I can Gladewood to interface with it.
Let's play a game.
Forest Guard dons his mask.
I don't know that I love this.
The world is full of splendor. Feel what you can't see or touch. Protection.
I'm gonna burn a card again. That's just where I'm at in life. It's not a very great use of my thing, but it means I don't take damage from their 4-drop next turn. I have a lot of zeros in my hand. We finally drew a Roach. I have a baby carbuncle.
Good little dove should be in bed by now.
Stick to your path, no matter the hardships.
Doms.
The royal path's got to run straight and true.
Failed to the shores of victory.
Their play point's gone, so I don't have to worry about getting Albert next turn. Honestly, what if I just Olivia? It's gotta be wrong.
Let the light anoint my blade. Not all is lost.
What's today's happy little surprise?
For my people.
I see.
Not gonna have a way to close here is the problem. Need to top deck another Roach. But this might have been a turn early.
Honor has no place on the battlefield.
Water under the bridge.
Is my failure written in the stars?
Problem here is I'm dead to Albert next turn, yeah? And Roach is what off of lethal?
Fly forth into an endless sky.
Let's play a game.
Let the light anoint my blade. Not my first rejection.
Dead to Albert.
Heaven's wrath will fall heavy.
Oh!
I was foolish, wasn't I?
I messed up. I should have waited one more turn. I think we would have killed them through. I think we would have killed them this turn if I hadn't spewed on the previous turn.
I long for sights unseen.
So one of the reasons
We have much to discuss.
why this deck is hard to play is because of the types of questions people keep asking in chat. People keep asking for rule of thumb heuristics that they can memorize and then try and always look for. And the answer is, it depends. Like, what's an ideal health to look for from a Roach lethal? What is their board state? How many wards do they have down? Are you dead the following turn? How many zeros are in your hand? How many Roaches are in your hand? Do you have a bounce? Do you have a super evolve with the carbuncle to give you extra energy? Like all of those things factor in. Next turn I'm gonna draw to 8, and this is gonna draw me to 9, and then I'm gonna overdraw. So I'm gonna go Fairy Conclave and then play 2 fairies out. And then next turn I draw to 7, and then this draws me to 8, and I don't overfill. Counting hand size so you don't brick your draw is super important in this deck. This opening hand was a little bit weird to keep, but with 2 Bail, so many of our draws let these get really cheap, and then having these gives you, these are effectively 0 cost things when you open on them, so they give you big rich turn, which is nice. I kept them a little speculatively, assuming I would draw things that put fairies into play, and, you know, we have a lot of things that do that, so working out very cleanly here. We're gonna evolve here to clear their dorks and push a point of damage here.
I failed you. Same time tomorrow?
Young Paragon dons his mask.
What am I doing here? I think it's Cairn, Carbuncle, Bounce, Cairn, Mage Journey, Elf, kill this.
I leave the rest to you.
And it's feeling slightly heavier, so we discount those bails. Yeah, but we'll have time for it to be heavy, right?
I need an adult.
Soon, these strings will be around your neck.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you.
Do I want to evolve here to draw a card? I think so. Let me kill this and keep a fairy in play. This draws me up to 8, and the next turn we'll draw to 9. Once they clear my board here, my bails are free.
Remain calm. It will be over soon.
Yeah, that's the real strength of this archetype. Most decks have pretty good damage approximations, other than Forest, because Forest damage can range because of Veil. So, even just like all the other ones in your hand too, like just Roach in and of itself is a pretty big range of exactly what you can expect.
Same time tomorrow?
Alright, so next turn is the first Orcus turn. If someone said, Jeff, you have lethal this turn, I think I would believe you, but I also don't know offhand. I think I'm killing their board and playing these out.
Let's play a game.
Forest Guard dons his mask.
Oh, do I need to evolve now? I probably don't need to evolve now, huh?
How does one
The
adult?
screaming has stopped.
Do I want to burn this to have this hit here? I don't think so. Because this represents a damage next turn. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna clear their board. Because having board space is not too.
I need an adult.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
Excuse me.
I failed you.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 is 15. I can only deal 18 this turn. So I think I'm still just chilling because I can only deal 18 this turn.
We walk in the light of the crystal. This is not the end.
We need 6, 7, 8 roaches to kill. We need 5, 6, 7 to kill if I can super evolve, right? 5, 6, 7 is 18 on its own. So next turn, I'll have a total of 10, which means I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, and then this is lethal. This is gonna be the classic kill them from 20. Do you think they're feeling safe right now, chat? How safe do you think they felt at the start of this turn?
Let the light anoint my blade. Let the light anoint my blade.
My revenge.
It wasn't my fault.
The world is full of splendor.
Someone was previously asking how much health you need to survive against Forestcraft. The answer is more than 20. Yeah, that's actually just like the Stone Cold Nut Draw, right? That's our third time killing someone from 20, right? Clean.
A lofty view.
I mean, even if they had ward cards there, they would have died, right? Because they would have needed more than 8 health worth of wards or like 2 5s. And they didn't pressure you that game, so they gave you a lot of time. I mean, I interacted with their board a good bit. I mean, that game just kind of shows off what I've been talking about, where you're not an aggro deck with this deck, you're a control deck. You can't play this deck without Rhino. It's a Roach Rhino deck.
I long for sights unseen.
It's a game. Enjoy yourself.
I want staff against a control deck, but I also want to keep these other 3, so look at that. They have my cake and eat it too.
Somehow.
We are one and the same.
Cannonball!
Fairy Tamering this turn.
What's today's?
We're not drawing with the staff for a couple of turns anyway, so I don't think I'm in a rush to get it down.
Divulge your name.
Dogwood staff.
Are a lot of decks 1-turn kill decks in this game? Most decks don't deal 20 in a turn, no?
Be free. We are one and the same.
Alright, so this is where the fairy deck does its control deck impersonation, like I've been talking about.
Let's play a game.
Go ahead and just like murder their board here. While we're murdering our board, the Bale is getting cheaper and the staff is drawing us cards. Exactly what we're looking to do. This is definitely my comfort deck in this game. We're gonna play a lot of this one on stream. It ticks all the boxes I like to tick when playing a card game.
Forest guard dons his mask.
Don't think I'm evolving just for the sake of pushing damage here. You really shouldn't feel safe at all in this game. You are correct that there are a number of decks kill from double digits. But that's different than every deck killing from 20, killing from full. Killing from double digits and killing from full are 2 very different metrics. play Good Fairy into Evo.
Watch the cannonball. Fun's not over yet.
Into this. Into this. I think I'm playing another card out here because I'm gonna draw and I don't want to brick a draw. I think it's Lily. So I have Aaron in hand.
Let Lily's magic guide you.
I have Aaron in hand if they play something big that I need to kill.
Be cleansed.
Brace yourself. We walk in the light of the crystal.
Don't look away.
Super evolve this to push a little bit of damage and just give myself the biggest word thing possible here. I don't think they can kill me next turn. They played one card.
The crystal.
I don't think I can kill them from this position. I think I'm just ward plus
We walk in
healing.
the light of the crystal.
Then I'm gonna play this fairy out as well. Next turn, I'll have 10 total energy. I'd really love a carbuncle.
The rebel inquisitor dons his mask.
Behold divinity.
Shadows.
The crystal.
So what does still asleep?
So I don't even know that I want to push for lethal here. I don't think we can find lethal. I guess I have Bile. Yeah, I probably have lethal.
Let the light anoint my blade.
Nap time. Tag.
Oh, am I not gonna have lethal because of board space? I'm not gonna have lethal because of board space. Yeah, I'm not gonna have lethal because of board
Fly forth
space.
into an endless sky.
Be cleansed.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
Again, the fact that this is ambush, meaning I couldn't attack it, meant I didn't have enough space on my board to play the fairies out to be able to kill them.
To this blade.
Now that they have things that I can attack, they should be dead.
Written in the stars.
This is not the end.
Same time tomorrow. Let's play a game. Tag.
Is this your judgment?
Let's play a game.
We have 14 exactly, do we?
Same time tomorrow. How does one adult? How does one
So this is
Not
5,
the end.
8. Yeah, we do have it exactly. Because then this is 6 when we play it back out plus a super evolve.
The world is full of splendor.
A trial I must overcome.
A lofty view.
It's the Shadowverse version of Spice Drag. No, it's a Shadowverse version of Bounce. You're a bounce deck. Anyways, at 16, 9 mana, on board with staff, is 3 base damage for Roach from 6 mana. And then you could play 3 1s. And we had 2 0s. Yeah, but El Balto, so again, like, this is why people trying to get heuristics in are so bad at decks like this, because you're saying it's just math, but your just math comment ignores the context of my opponent didn't have things on the board that my fairies could attack into, meaning I couldn't clear space on the board to actually play my ones out to get enough spots to actually kill them. So you're like, oh, it's just math, hee hee hee, but the context of the game that I was playing meant that I couldn't actually take the game actions you're suggesting because my board fills before I can play the Roach with all those ones out. So as is always the case, the context is important and the detail matters, and you can't just be like, oh, this is my heuristic, they're dead from here, because that dead from there depends on the board state. They found lethal if you had infinite energy boards. I mean, I think they found lethal even without infinite energy. It was just like the board space was the problem, right? Like I couldn't play fairies out and clear them out, and you're limited to 5 things on the table. That's how it goes. All right, have an advert. We'll be back. We'll be back. I'll play a couple more at this before we snap today, I think. Having fun with this. But have a necklace. I don't know. Most other card games we play, I play a ton of different decks. Shadowverse might be my I'm gonna sit and grind a deck game. They have in-game tournaments, which kind of rewards you for gaining experience and having deck mastery. We'll explore some stuff sometimes, but I don't know. Might just be a Roach stream till the next set drops. You don't like Arya? No, she's too aggressive. You're not an aggro deck. You're a combo control deck. See, the only downside to that is it makes it harder to have regular YouTube videos, but maybe we'll play enough deck variety to make sure I have YouTube videos most days of the week, and then on the other days we'll Roach people. That's probably the line. This deck's incidentally very budget friendly too. You only need 2 Olivia for legendaries. I guess it's got a lot of golds. 5 golds is a lot. All right, there's some dispute in the chat about what the line was, so instead of people saying I think, let's go back and look. Actually, the most cracked feature of this application.
Enjoy yourself.
Chat thinks I could have killed them on the second to last turn. All right. We go Fairy Conclave. I have 3. I have 4 energy worth of plays I can make. That's the start. I have 4 energy worth of plays I can make because I need 6 energy for 2 roaches. And then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means this roach would be 7 and the follow-up roach would be 8, which is 15, 16, 19. So that means we could have exactly lethal here if we could execute that all out through the board. So this hits here, Fairy Conclave, Fairy hits here, Fairy hits here. And then my board is just these 2. And then Bale takes a board slot, Mage Journey Elf takes a board slot. And then first roach comes down, is 7, goes to 8, hits them for 8, bounces. Yeah, okay, we have enough. So my mistake in this turn when I executed and fumbled was I started on Bale. And when I started on Bale and it killed this, it meant that I didn't have board space to play the fairies out, was the space that I needed. So the line for lethal on this turn was Fairy Conclave in to smash this a bunch, and then Deepwood, Bale, Mage Journey Elf, Rhino, pump the Rhino, bounce the Rhino, play the Rhino, supercharge the Rhino, hit them. Because we have 10 energy, you need 6 of it for 2 roaches, and then Mage Journey Elf plus this is 4, and then this is 5, 6. And then that's 7, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We actually, someone said we have 20. I would like the record to reflect that the person that counted 20 was wrong. We have 19. Conveniently, they're at 19, and it was lethal. But we do not have 20. So I'm gonna take my counting and say that we were both wrong, but we did have lethal. Good catch. Good catch. Thinking about not playing Bale so that way we could clear the board space with the fairies. Makes a lot of sense. You crash the fairy on your line, you don't need to. You have to get rid of the fairy to have board space. Because if you don't get rid of the fairy, your board is... Oh, you could sack the amulet to make the fairy too. Sure, yeah, I think you're right. Because you could use the Bale to finish the ward. Opposing Forest Craft deck. I'm honestly gonna keep Double Glade and the Bale in my opener here. That's a hard sequence to see, and you don't have that much time per turn timer in this game. Absolutely. Completely agree. I'm gonna play the first one of these out just to start poking them, and then it makes Bale cheaper, so... Get a point of damage and get a discount.
Please hit.
You need.
Dogwood staff, awaken. I need an adult.
This is the first and only card game I've ever played where I regularly feel like I don't have enough time to fully execute my turn, and if I'm being completely honest, I absolutely love that about it. Most other card games give players way too much time per turn. I think one of the most important skills you can test in a good card game player is can they make good decisions under the clock.
I see.
Games like Pokemon Pocket and Magic Arena and Marvel Snap, they give players way too much time to sit there and go through everything. I love that this game rewards and punishes for finding the lines quickly. And I say that as someone who's still regularly missing the lines.
I see.
I'm so sparkly.
I failed you.
Alright, so they're gonna overdraw. So are we, question mark?
You're in the splash zone. You're in the splash zone. What's today?
Depends on how many of my things they kill, but we're probably overdrawing here too, which is not great. If they kill both of these, it puts me to 9 cards in hand.
Hey, let's play. Hey, let's
them having a staff, but us not having a staff, and us not having Roaching hand puts us at a really big disadvantage here.
Put her under the bridge.
Let's play. Beach cleansed.
Not Roach, not Roach. Not Roach, cool.
Let's play a game.
God, am I doing nothing this turn? If I Glade, I either have to burn my play point or I overdraw, and I kind of want my Glade to interface with their board. So I think I'm just playing 2 fairies and passing. I'm not excited about it, but I'm pretty sure it's the line. My extra play point has so much value.
Winds shall be your deliverance.
Don't look away.
Hear the primal cries of nature. Same time tomorrow?
Hey, look, it's one of the reasons why we held the Glade.
Forest guard dons his mask.
Don't look away. Fellowship.
Let's play a game. Tag.
You knave.
How does one adult?
Our lack of Roach here might kill us.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Hey, let's
If we find a Roach, our hand is pretty good. Their fairies can attack our face right away here now too, because they're playing the Aria build.
The world is full of splendor.
It's a really good Super Evo on their part.
You sweet troublemaker.
I failed you.
I need an adult.
Whoa! Okay, well I was liking how they were playing this game, but I don't know, maybe they have lethal next turn without hitting us, but I can't imagine attacking my borders right here. That seems super wrong. I think I'm Oliviaing. I think I'm Oliviaing.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
Man, I think I need to play this out. They're out of Super Evolve, so it's probably fine.
Anoint my blade.
1, 2.
So this lets me push a good chunk of damage here. This is one of the reasons why Olivia is so good in this deck, by the way. Because she lets you kill something on their side of the board and then also push damage by hitting their face.
Follow my lead.
There are worlds where we die from 15 here. Hopefully we're not living in one of them. Which that's the downside to playing Olivia as opposed to playing Aaron. If I play Aaron, I don't think I can die from 15. It's possible we die from 15 here. If we don't die from 15, they are very cooked, is the upside to this line. So it's kind of a high risk, high reward.
In the light of the crystals, not the end.
Let Lily's magic guide you.
I was saying, they have to evolve here.
The
We're in
crystal
big
is
trouble.
sacred.
Same time tomorrow?
I'm kind of sad that I drew the Roach, because now I have to figure out if I have lethal. I don't think I do. I'm gonna say I don't. I'm gonna say I don't have lethal, and I'm pretty confident they can't kill me on the backswing if I drop this ward unit down. Famous last words.
Dogwood staff.
Yeah, we have a lot of 2s and not a lot of 1s. Now that they're at 11, they should be dead next turn. And without evolutions and with our ward unit, I have to imagine they can't kill us even with 10 energy here. I would be very surprised if we died from here.
Wasn't I? A lofty view.
Alright, I wanna get to the next rank and then we'll switch to snap. Local man says before losing 6 games in a row. 6-8 ward is chunky. It is, yeah. Kill a thing, gain some life, have a 6-8 ward.
I long for
That's a big booty. Wow, this hand is really, really good. Holy. If I was picking 4 cards to start with against aggro, would they be these 4 cards? It's very possible they would be these 4 cards.
You're in the splash zone, pal.
Maybe it's Mage Journey Elf instead of Bug Alert, but it's close.
Hurry up!
me.
By the way, if you enjoy my Shadowverse stuff and you want to help it grow, make sure you're tapping the like button. If you're watching this on YouTube, checking out the daily uploads over there is a great way to do that as well. I uploaded my first Dex tier list on that channel. Speak of the devil and she will appear. Lovely, lovely. What do we think of Karen Bug Alert this? I think I'm kind of into it. It's close though.
Ouch! Young Paragon dons his mask.
It's hard to imagine a better hand one with Roach. No, I usually mulligan Roach against Sword. Just so we're clear.
I leave the rest to you.
I don't know, maybe someone who's played this deck more than me would be like, you should keep it even against Sword, but I think you usually don't have time to drill around through that. You might be right to hold that. Two turns off of Olivia here, still is said.
Rage Tempest, roar thunder.
On curve Owlbear is aggressive. Holy. Oh yeah, they definitely have a second Elder. 1000%. I think with them doing that, I'm gonna... That line means this game's probably ending before I have time to evolve these things, so... Before I have time to spend 4 evolves, so let's... If I don't spend an evolve this turn, I think the game's too short for me to spend all of them, so I'm spending an evolve this turn.
To the shores of victory!
Is my failure
To the
written in the
shores of
stars?
victory!
So now we'll go Olivia.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
And I'll go evolve you.
Look away.
Even fate shall fall to
And then this is kind of a fun line. I'm gonna Deepwood Bounty as my second played cards. That way I can play this and get the Deepwood Bounty back. And then we'll kill this and then we'll smack their face for 5.
Overconfident.
What's your opinion on Artifact Portal as a deck? I think it's quite good. If you want to hear my thoughts on Artifact Portal craft and all sorts of other things, check out my best decks tier this roundup.
To the shores of victory.
Same time tomorrow?
Dance.
Even this storm.
They've got to be dead from 9 here, yeah? I need to play 5 cards out before my Roach, and I can do that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I have a point sitting on board here too.
Not all is lost. Not all is lost.
How does one adult?
Not all is lost. Not all is lost. The world is full of
We technically have 11 here. I can play another card in the Kieran is the thing, but I need to do extra clicks, waste my opponent's time.
A lofty view.
Ah, I wanted the next drink! Ah. Alright, it's fine. Even if we lose the next one, we'll get the next drink.
I long for
Alright, Runecraft. Need a staff, chat.
Why limit yourself to one dimension?
I think I'm gonna keep Fairy Tamer on 2. Double bail is not a staff, but we take them. Saint Lovejoy, thank you for the 28 months. Welcome back, appreciate it. Am I using this bug alert to bounce a Roach down the line, or am I using the bug alert to... I think I'm using the bug alert to bounce the Fairy Tamer, actually. I think the Fairy Tamer dies if I play it. So I'm gonna play the 1-3, and then we can, like, Fairy Tamer plus bug alert next turn.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Can't kill this anyways, might as well deal a point.
May wings be at your back. What's today's happy little surprise?
To be fair, given the state of the world, I can understand how putting snapping this afternoon in the title isn't necessarily clear to folks at home what's going to be going on.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Could just be because I opened the local news page.
Special assignment today. Fly Prix! This next
I really need a Cairn so we can,
Put her under the bridge.
or that. That's actually great. I'm gonna burn a draw, right?
Forest guard
I think this is still the
mask.
play.
I see.
Ooh, little itty baby carbuncle.
Don't forget to review.
This game's super fun, Hollywood. This game, if you're one of my, I don't know how long you've been watching Who Glad News stuff, but this game reminds me of all the things I used to love about Magic the Gathering.
I failed you.
Back before Wizards did what they do best. Losing Olivia is a little sad, not the end of the world.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Tag! Tag! Same time tomorrow? Same time tomorrow? You're in the splash zone, pal! No!
Caught us off
You're
guard.
in the splash zone, pal!
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
Transcending time!
Crawl like the vermin you are.
think I'm building up for another turn or two still. I think it's
Into an
this.
endless sky.
And then we go fairy. Am I mage journey elfing to kill something here? Yeah. We go this, kill this. And then we'll evolve here, evolve here.
Even fate shall
And then
fall
this can attack here. And then this finishes here, and the super evolve does one to their dome. And then this does one to their dome.
Into the night.
They really need another Kuon at this point, right? Narrator, they always have the other Kuon. If they don't have another Kuon, they need a Kuon or a William. That would imply no Kuon.
This is
Ready,
not
Freya?
the end.
Right behind you, Anne. Let's end this.
Never smart to play with fire.
I need an adult.
I don't think I can kill them. Are they dead? They might be
Let the
dead.
light anoint my blade. Let the light anoint my blade.
This is a vibes-based kill as opposed to counting, just so we're clear. Five, 11. Am I one short? Fuck me, I'm one short.
The world is full of splendor.
That's fine. We get to the next rank with a loss for the points.
This is new.
No wait, there's no time to wait, Gamer. All right, we'll pull up the replay and see if Carbuncle changes it. I'm not a replay. Wow, I'm surprised we demoted. We won a bunch right at the end, right? That's weird that we demoted after a loss. We were on a win streak, right? Yeah. Weird. I don't know how. Did we just queue into someone who had like trash MMR? Because it's really weird that it demoted us. I guess we lost a bunch here, but like I won 4 in a row. I feel like if we were on the verge of demoting, we should have demoted here, not after four wins. The group system reassesses every 15 games, I believe. What is that belief based on? Is it so 2 people have said I believe now. So you're saying your belief based on a vibe or something they've communicated, or are we running purely on anecdotes? Please explain. Your beliefs are worthless here. I need explanation. All right, could I have killed them? So someone said Carbuncle plus Fairy was 4. So I could go. I have to pull out the freaking notepad again. I've demoted MMR after a win before. Okay, that's interesting then. It must be grouped in some way. Okay, so combo energy. So I have 11 total energy if we assume I'm evolving the Carbuncle. So I have 2 combo for free with the bales. And then let's say I play Lambert, Cairn, and Baby Carbuncle. So that's 4 combo and 4 energy total. And then I can play the elf from the Cairn plus the 0 from the Cairn. So that's 5 plus 6. So then all the rest of my energy has to go into the rhinos. So the first rhino is 7. The second rhino is, god damn, it was lethal. It was actually lethal. Okay, so the lethal line here is Luxglaive, Cairn, play a fairy hits something and disappears. Carbuncle. Yeah, we actually have more than 16. So Carbuncle bounces one of the bales. It doesn't matter which one. We super evo the Carbuncle. It hits for 1. And then the combo when we play the first roach is 6. So meaning it has 7, because it's our 7th card. Right, so we would play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be 7. This would be 8. And then the Super Evo hits for 1, and then the Cairn gives an extra 1 as well. So we have 17 here, actually. God, the replay feature in this game is awesome. That's neat. Good catch. Is this counting the fact that you aren't super early the roach? Yeah, so again, for people that are not following along, so we can play 6 cards before we play the first roach. We play Bale, Baby, Bounce the Glaive, Cairn, which gives us a 1 and a 0. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this costs us a total of 5 energy. And we need 6 for the last 2 roaches. And evolving the Carbuncle gives us 3 back. So that's a total of 11. And then we deal a total of 17. The roaches deal 16 with the buff from the Cairn, and then the Super Evo from the Baby kills something as well. Well, I would like the record to reflect. I would like the record to reflect that I was like, we're gonna go for a vibes-based lethal, and my gut check of I can kill them from 16 here was correct. I just executed it improperly and I only got 15. Yes, you can only use 1 evolution per turn, so you can't Super Evo and regular Evo in the same turn. So again, the roach. I'm gonna say it one more time, and then we're gonna roll an advert and play Marvel Snap, because like I can't. If you don't get it after this point, you just should delete all of the roaches from your collection. You're never gonna play this deck. So Bale is 1, Bale is 2, Baby is 3, Cairn is 4, 5, 6. Roach counts itself when it plays, so this is 7, and then this is 8, which is 15 total. And then the Baby Super Evo does 1 for 16, and you even have a kicker point on the Cairn for 17. So this hand does 17 from this board state. That's the thing to figure out. God bless the replay. The replay client in this game is so good. You just like jump around to any specific turn you want to stop and think and look at. Yeah, I missed the Carbuncle. Without the Carbuncle, I only got to 15, and we were 1 short. But the baby bunkle got us some more. I love Cairn. It gives me big Pendulum vibes. That's such a good comparison for it. Yeah, I overlooked this card the first time I built this deck, and it's definitely like must play 3 of. I always miss it. How do you get to the replay? It's in your settings menu, top right. So you click into here, and then there's a replays button here where you can see your records and stuff. We did a lot of losing with Portalcraft and other things today. We did mostly winning with Forestcraft. What was our Forestcraft record at the end? We're 4-3 here. And then we were what day is today? Is this the second? We were 4-3 earlier today too. So we were 8-6. That's not bad. I think we found we were 8-6 in games actually played. And I believe we found lethal after the fact, looking at the replay, in 2 of the ones that I lost. If I had seen the line better. So I went 8-6 as a player. The deck could have gone 10-4 with better play. All right, gamers, have some adverts. We're gonna play some Marvel Snap for the remainder of the afternoon. We'll be back with some more Shadowverse this morning. If you enjoy my Shadowverse stuff, make sure you're subscribed to the Hoaglandia Shadowverse YouTube channel. There is a best decks tier list that went up there last night. Give it a watch, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment. It's a great free way for you to help my stuff grow. I'm really enjoying Shadowverse, and I would love it for the metrics to be reasonable enough to keep it a regular part of the schedule. Appreciate all the folks that have helped make that possible. Let's do some Marvel snapping today, huh? If you're watching on the YouTube side, you want to watch Marvel Snap, you'll need to kick over to the Jeff Hoagland channel there on Twitch. Just hang out. This game itself is a good onboarding intro tour. Absolutely, Stark. In fact, it's arguably one of the best onboarding